So, now we have Klub possessing the Marine team, spawning up in fabrication. Meanwhile, down on the south, we got All In possessing the alien menace. Begin.
It looks like All In using just the commander to base build, very typical. Klub doing some pressure play a little bit here. Breasttown just moving forward to make sure he gets a scout, make sure no one's moving through here through the Hydro. Going to meet up with Joshi. And looks like he's going to get Parasite, so they're going to do all about that pressure group there. And got two going down the left side with XTC and Derriere. Just doing a fast, rapid expand, it looks like.
Just watching these Marine teams, I'm trying to figure out where the first blood is going to be. I got a feeling it's going to be right over here in Silo. Skiz up on the ceiling right here, waiting for the moment to drop. Jubear and Skiz both on the ceiling right here. Sicknick, Party Skulk just managing to catch the tail end of Jubear right there. Skiz coming down, but a little bit too late. First blood goes on Jubear, getting killed. Skiz trying to scurry away. Fast as his little feet can make a move. Wow, and Sicknick managing to get a double pick right there. Oh, a far range pick. Ooh, wow, these all-in aliens are just getting torn apart right now in terms of like small picks, and just these engagements are not going in their favor. We got 1-0 by Joshi, and then 0-1, 0-1, 0-1, 0-1.
Joshi doing a little bit of clever play here. Might be able to get a second pickup if he can get to Derriere. Derriere putting himself in a corner, not really sure where the Parasite came from. And the Marines are now on 4 extractors, and looks like they're getting ready to drop launch control as well. And the aliens only just have their 2, but blocking off over here in observation, Ossified's going to be stuck by himself against Party Skulk and Sicknick. They're going to have to wait until Skiz can maybe come from behind. No, they're going to jump that wall. He's not going to be able to get away.
Trying to get around the corner. He's going to make it.
And he gets killed all the way around the corner there. And then looks like Skiz is going to be left, the only one left there to try and deal with this 2-man pressure group. Got the other Skulks pulling back. Going to have to just maybe buy a little bit of time, not sure, but they're going to have to go soon. Going now as soon as the reload starts on Sicknick. Perfect timing on that.
Perfect timing, and some nice meds coming in. Wow, Party Skulk managing to get the cut. It's up to Joshi, and Joshi manages to make the big kill. Klub's Party Skulk going down.
Alright, so the aliens tend to expand both ways, moving over to gravity control. It's easier to get to these extractors, but it's also a little bit more of a risk because you're getting pulled constantly both ways if they decide to do split pressure. So if you gotta take that risk, if the Marines do split pressure, this is going to be something really rough where they won't be able to pull back and either save it or do any pressure to the Marine side.
And we still haven't had any alien, well, we just now got one alien biting on an extractor in a monorail right now. So these aliens definitely, ooh, look at this, a 3-man alien team right there, crushing XTC into oblivion right there.
And this is what they need. And Party Skulk and Sick are going to be pushing them back down again through observation. It never got healed up because we lost the Gorge, but we're hitting 3 extractors on the back of this for the aliens.
Yeah, Monorail getting killed out right there. The Monorail Skull trying to fall back as fast as he can, except no, he's going directly for the Carapace Shell. Probably guaranteeing that Harvester will go down. So now we're down to 1 Harvester for the alien side, while the Marines, they only lost Monorail so far. Launch control going down just a second ago, though.
Yeah, they do got some damage over there, halfway down on the Plaza RT as well. Skiz finding a good time to jump down. Sicknick unloaded. Okay, his last
dropping
mine
a
up there, I think.
To try to maybe defend himself. But Joshi coming in, completely ignoring that goofy placement.
So XTC waiting for Colt here. They both are aware of each other. It's going to be interesting to see who wins this engagement over launch control. RT's not built yet. I think this is going to go in the favor of Colt here. XTC lagging out a little bit. What a terrible time for him to lag out.
That's such a pity right there when something like that happens. Ossified and Jubear now. 2v3 fight. Ossified getting a little bit of chip there. Jubear taking another bit of chip. Derriere getting medkits to keep him back up and alive. And now it's going to be this 3-man pressure team walking straight into gravity control here. The Skulks have to respond to this, except there's nobody in position to do so. We're going to lose another extractor behind this, but the aliens are going to take out both Energy Flow and Plaza at the same time. Not a complete waste, but it's always hard when you only have 2 extractors up and you're losing your 3rd one before it even gets any money on the field.
I would say it's not. I would say all in all it's a wash. I mean, yeah, we did lose the harvester, but I think 2 for 1 is a pretty good trade at this juncture because they're only at 2 right now for the Marines. They don't have any tech going on at the moment, and until they recap, they're not going to really be able to support without having a huge investment.
Interestingly, they still don't have an arms lab, so I guess this is actually everybody's still doing pretty well. They went for phase tech, second IP, obs, and all that good stuff. So still not up to the any kind of armory upgrades at 5 minutes and 30 seconds in. That is a little bit late.
All right, so we have again another pressure group, Darriere and Brestown, moving down into observation. Got to keep that pressure on that side. They're bouncing back and forth, and I think that's one of the reasons V Club's doing so well in this game so far is that they just are alternating pressure. Even when they're getting attacked, they got to go on the offensive. We got Joshi and Jubear skipping over Plaza, going right for a Marine start. XTC, the only one left here, side jumping out to try and deal with it. Not really a lot of mines. I'm sure that with a little bit of scare there, we might see another pack of mines go down in base just in case that comes out. Skiz doing what he can over an observation. It's just not quite enough against the pistols of Brestown and Darriere, so they're going to lose another harvester.
Again, putting themselves back down to 2.
And that's after losing that many. It's just that losing that many is just not worth it to be trading with Marines, because Marines will slowly start to tech up and get ahead, whereas aliens, I mean, yeah, you'll get your P-res going and be able to get fades eventually. I get a welder kill with Brestown. Love welder kills.
It's not Wednesday.
I don't care if it's Wednesday. I love welder kills.
I think what the aliens need to do is they need to clear down a side, probably going over to monorail because they got the cysts already going so far down there, making sure that there is no Marine in there. Oh no, look at this. Sicknick right here waiting for that RT to get dropped. He's completely in position, and I wonder if the alien comm even knows about it.
I was going to go ahead and pop the cysts.
Well, maybe it'll work. But we have 2 lurks up now. Didn't even catch those 2 pop out. So we should be able to kind of push back a little bit of this Marine hyper-aggression right now.
Aliens are fine still. If they can secure a second hive location, they'll be fine. Another R-team going down in energy. It's going to fall. Darrier's going to have a difficult time taking out Joshi and Skiz, but Joshi getting left behind, getting pistol to death. Colt going on another extractor. I mean, we lost 5 Marine extractors, which isn't that much considering right now. But aliens certainly aren't out of this yet. They just need to secure that second location.
And especially with ADHD and Juber now as lurks, it should be able to give them that extra little bit of aggression that they need to win some of these crucial fights that they keep running into.
Yeah, 8 minutes into the game. Armor 1 now on the way. A little bit late in the upgrades, and that's really why I say that aliens are still in this game, is because Marines haven't been able to get upgrades going. They got mines, they got welders, they got shotguns, so they got all the basic armory upgrades, and they got phase gates. So I mean, they invested a lot into early tech and neglecting kind of the upgrades behind that too, trying to facilitate all that.
Skiz and Jubear. What am I saying? It's Darriere, Brestown, and XTC over here. A 4-man pressure team looking like they want to start harassing observation. The lurks looking like they think they want to take a piece of this, but that's just too much firepower in a room to bother fighting against. So I'm surprised that they might try a rush on Hydro right here, because it's left completely open, and that is the Marines' ticket out of their main right now. ADHD taking a massive amount of chip from Sicknick right there.
Yeah, I do think attacking that Hydro phase gate and getting it down with so many Marines out of position is really a key factor right now that they need to be considering, because that one phase gate is giving them so much push-off points to hit the rest of the map. It allows them to go through waste treatment and hit observation, which they've been doing over and over. Getting a phase gate now up there even, and that's going to complete. The power is almost built. Phase gate's going to be finished. All I got to do is tap the power, and that's going up. Oh, they didn't finish it! There it goes. I thought they were... Oh...
So now these aliens are in a really dangerous spot. They have a phase gate right outside of their main hive. They have Hydro up, which allows you to just walk into gravity control pretty easily. And I don't know, they're just starting to get pinned in. I'm not sure if they're going to be able to get out of this. They have to make sure that they push a side out. And the only side that they can really start to take now is the gravity control side. Because that observation gate is just going to be so hard to break into.
Right, so they're going to be forced into launch control likely here. And launch control is a good hive, but that's not. It doesn't appear like that's the way they wanted to go for assisting all the way into monorail. So the aliens are going to have to do something here because they're at 72, going on 74 res, and they're going to have to make a move at some point. They're going to have to just risk it and go for the hive. Because if they just get shut down here and don't ever move out and try to wait for the perfect point, it's probably not going to come. At some point, you just got to take the risk.
There it goes. Assists already going all the way up to launch control. We don't have any Marines over there right now, but we do have Party Skulk. Probably going to be going down that area eventually. So we'll have to see what's going to happen there. There's not a whole lot of direct action going on by the alien side. They just keep fighting the Marines as they poke into their hive. We got 2 lurks sitting around in drone bay and 1 skulk. They keep pushing into this area. It's really hard to close distance in satellite relay. It's actually a very Marine-friendly room because as you fall back, you just have long hallways that you can just keep walking into.
I think something that gets underutilized here is the vent in drone bay. You could take it out of there and come back behind the Marines in satellite relay. And I don't think I ever seen teams really fully use that to that effect.
Well, I saw B Club using it, but I think All In just isn't thinking about that top room exit of their drone bay hive. There's that little vent all the way up there on the ceiling.
So we got Crag setting up now in launch control. Cole getting ready to leave, but he's got to be the one there to stop Party Skulk. This is a big win here. He has to win this engagement versus Party Skulk.
And then we still have a small fight going on in gravity control. The 2 lurks being shoved out by Sicknick and Derriere right there. Joshy actually managing to get a really nice pick against Derriere. Sicknick left to fight for himself. He's got a shotgun, but ADHD's making sure that he doesn't have it easy. But he's probably going to be forced out because he just can't afford to dive on that shoddy player.
Colt doing an excellent job of making sure he hugs those Crags and just waits until he was in a good position against Party Skulk and then hit him. So the hive is ready to be dropped now. They've got 61 resources. Crags are already set up. Got to clear out Sicknick, and I'm sure we'll see a hive drop right after that as soon as they clear this out.
You know, I'm trying to remember right, and every time that I've seen All In, they always have such a shaky start going into the mid-game. They're always kind of slow on their hives, and they just have this really slow gameplay. But every time that they get this far, they always have this massive Fade explosion, and their Fade players seem to always be really good. So I'm wondering if B Club is starting to realize that they have to start ending this game now before these Fades come up, which will carry them again into another stage of the game, and potentially allow them to keep playing as long as they can.
That's true. I mean, they still have both Jubear and ADHD have not died. So they... Ossify getting taken down by himself over here in launch control. We're probably going to lose maybe a Crag before the Lurks get there. That's going to be difficult to say whether Party Skulk can do anything about that. It can be hard to push those Lurks off with 4 or 3 Crags, healing them. So that's gone, but we do lose the Gorge. It's going to delay the building of the hive. Weapons 2 just about to go online here.
You know, as long as these aliens keep themselves alive and they can get to Fades, they're still in the game. They are quite on a big back foot here, 13 minutes in. Hive still not completed. It's currently sitting at 50%, so another minute and a half, maybe it'll come online, and that should be able to give them an extra bit of oomph to get off of this, definitely being on the back heel. The back heel and falling over. I feel like that's kind of the state of the game. Just get a Fade up, get back in there, pull yourselves back into this game because it's not over yet. We have an AA and Weapon 3 started. Ooh, it's getting painful.
Yeah, by that time we have Fades, we'll have Weapons 3, and that's going to be difficult to deal with.
Gotta try to clear out launch control. ADHD knows he could hug right there, get a little bit of health. He needs that second lurk, though. He's got to get over the second lurk getting intercepted by Party Skulk, taking a big amount of chips, so he's not going to be able to get in there and save those Crags just yet. There's 2 left on this hive right here. The comm could try to drop a few more. It's up to ADHD, Ossified, and the second lurk, who gets, again, caught up in gravity. He needs to try to make it through. ADHD trying to do what he can against these 2 shotguns, but again, getting pushed away. XTC and Derriere not letting him into the room. And again, that's the last Craig right there. It's going to start to go down.
So we got 2 Marines in each of the Marine hives, both with shotguns.
This is a 5.
Carapace going
guys
down.
Have shotguns on this field here. Oh no. Launch controls at 97%. Maybe the aliens can try to get over there now, but we lost Jubear, one of the lurks. Joshy's at 50 res. This is kind of the make or break moment. They have to try to get over to launch control. They can't wait any longer. They have to try to get there. There is so little time. They have to make sure these 2 shotguns get down. ADHG has got to try to get out of here. Go through the vent. Get out of there. You got to go to launch control if you lose this hive. Jubear, get quick. No.
Party Skulk and Sicknick running interference here from the Drone Bay hive, and that, I mean, they're going to be able to get launch control.
He's going. He knows that he has to get this done. Jubear needs to run interference as long as he can. You have to wait for that fade. Hold out for the fade. Colt coming in. Hive's at 20%. Come on, make your counts.
Oh, he gets hit big.
Massive hit. Oh my god, because he doesn't have Carapace. Carapace was taken out a while ago. Colt, you have to try to make the save. He's trying to get as much health as he can. Where's an egg when you need it? Oh, no!
Important to note that the aliens are now actually on 0 harvesters. They took out Drone Bay, and it's still building, but they have no income at the moment. So they have to wait. He's painfully sitting at 49 res. Joshy does have enough to go fade, and he's going to need that. Carapace started, but the aliens are... You know, losing that second hive is a huge blow. If they had just kept that hive, been able to push those shotguns out, taken them down, and then they would have been on 3 fades with Carapace. And then that would have been, this would be a totally different game. But just those couple of engagements there, being able to secure the hive room, and, you know, Party Skulk and Sicknick running the interference that they needed to run from the other hive, definitely stopped the other team from really...
You gotta be careful there. You only got Shadow Step, and those are 3 shotguns. All of these Marines, there's still 4 shotguns up on the field right now. This 3-man pressure is all shotties right there. Look at this. Colt actually managed to get up into that vent. He's going to be able to come in on the flank. The Marines actually aren't suspecting of it, so he might have an opening here to try to clean up this push. And there he goes, making the dive, trying to swoop through there. And these are weapon-free Marines. It's 2 shots, and Colt will go down if he makes one small error or mistake here. He's trying to bait out bullets. That's all he can really do. ADHD saying,
Maybe he's stuck dead. There he goes. He might have missed a spawn wave or something. I'm not really sure. But I think it's going to be it here for the alien team. On one side they have 3 Marines with shotguns, and on the other side they have the phase gate with mines and an armory. So I mean, I'm not sure how they're going to get out of this.
The aliens, Jubear and Joshy, looking like they want to try to harass Marine Stark here. Perhaps they can get something going, but those three shotguns still down there in Drone Bay. Colt dancing around as much as he can. He's got 1 Crag and 1 hive to heal him up. Skiz is down. It's just Colt left defending this hive. He doesn't have enough HP. He can't take many shots. He has to give up and go into the hive.
And there's the GG.
GG.
So, Breakfast Club will go 2-0 over All In. That makes Breakfast Club the #1 placing team in Group A, and All In will be number 2. So, both these teams will be back next weekend. Maybe they'll give All In a little bit more time to just coordinate things with their new commander, because I'm sure that played a pretty big factor in their gameplay here.